Hi, this is Alison Kero from ACT Organizing, and today I wanted to talk about using the act of organizing as a really great free therapeutic session for yourself. Because one of the reasons that we hold on to stuff is because there's an emotional attachment to it, right? In fact, what's the reason that we buy anything, right? It's not because we want more stuff. It's because we're buying a feeling. So say you find that perfect dress, right, that looks amazing on you, or that perfect outfit, right? You're not buying the outfit. You're really more buying the feeling of, oh my God, I look so amazing in this outfit. And say you're buying jet skis, you're not really buying the jet skis, you're buying that feeling of adventure you're going to get when you go out on those jet skis. So really you're always buying something more for the feeling than rather the thing itself. And a lot of the times that we keep things around us is because we do have an emotional attachment to it. And that's really great if it's a great feeling of joy or happiness, or it's a great memory and it, makes us really happy inside to look at it, right? That's a great reason to keep something. And that's actually why you should keep something, because it still sparks joy and happiness in you. But you really shouldn't be keeping something around you that doesn't spark joy and happiness, that sparks maybe anger or sadness or grief or guilt or shame, because those energies are taking up your space, right? It's attached to you. As long as you keep it in the space, you still have that as a part of you every single solitary day that you keep it, right? So if you're going through your stuff and you're really having a hard time because of the emotional attachment, this is the opportunity where you hold something up and, especially if it's got, an emotional attachment to it. And that's why I want you to feel it, right? If you feel it, you kind of get into it. You kind of get into the feeling of, bitch, you bought me this thing. She really made me angry. She said some mean things to me. She always put me down. And instead of supporting me in the way that I needed to be supported, she really chose to go for the jugular and make me feel like less than at a time when I needed somebody to make me feel like I was a human being. So I don't want this in my life. And if I want to, I can yell at it and I can say, you are a horrible person and I'm angry at you and blah, blah, blah. And you can go off on this. And even if you want to on the end of it, in a safe way so that nobody gets hurt, you can smash the thing, or whatever. And if anyone ever asks, you can go, oh, it broke, because it did at some point. Just because you broke it on purpose doesn't need to be shared with anyone. So that's one thing. Or say like you've got an ex, right? And these were their sweatpants and you used to wear them because you love them and you love the person, right? But then it became a really bad relationship. And now you still have these sweatpants. And they make you angry and they make you sad and you don't understand what happened. And, first of all, that's saying you're not really ready to let go of the relationship if you still have an ex's sweatpants, right? You're not ready to let go of the relationship. But see, if you're not ready to let go of the relationship, then how are you going to find a really amazing relationship that you do deserve to be in, where both parties want to be in it and you're both treating each other really well? So, if it's something like this and you, especially if it was like an acrimonious thing, you're really angry at that person, you can touch it and you can and you can, cut it up and throw it all around and, you can really just do whatever you need to sort of get those emotions out and let them go, so that when you do finally toss these items into the trash can, you're like, I'm done. I'm done with that relationship. I'm done with feeling bad about it. I'm done with, with feeling like I'm not enough or I'm unworthy, and I'm going to take back my power. And I'm going to take back my power by throwing these out and by, dealing with the emotion and saying, I deserve more, and I'm going to let you go so that somebody else, or a better pair of sweatpants, I don't care which, either or is better, can come into your life. So if you're having difficulty getting organized because there really is a lot of emotional attachment to some of your stuff, and it is bringing up feelings of anger or sadness or grief or shame or guilt, it's okay for you to have, a little therapy session with yourself and talk to the item as if they're the person. Even if it's yourself, even if you bought yourself something, like say this shirt, right? And it cost a ton of money, right? And you loved it when you first got it, but then you bought it and you tried it on, you're like, oh God, what was I thinking? But then you kind of never returned it, even though you could have used the money or whatever the story is that you've got going on. And so every time you look at this shirt, you think, gee, I'm a real idiot for having not only bought the thing that doesn't look great on me, but for not having done anything. And so it's sort of like a bet, right? So don't do that to yourself, because you're worth more than that. This is just a stupid shirt. And you know what? You go, oh my God, when I bought that shirt, the hopes, the dreams, the feelings I had, they were wonderful. Okay. So you know what? Then the next thing you do is you go, I choose to give myself a break and love myself enough to let this go. Now, either you can try and sell it, or you can just, donate it. Either way, somebody else is going to benefit. You keeping this in your closet so that you can crap all over yourself is not ever going to benefit you. So you either have a nice therapeutic session with the person who done you wrong, whose stuff you're still holding on to, or you have a nice therapeutic session with yourself. You give yourself a break. You tell yourself you love yourself more than whatever stuff and story you've got going on, and you let it go so that beautiful, wonderful, amazing things can appear in your life that you do deserve to have around you. This is Alison Kero from Act Organizing. Thanks so much for listening.